Hello fellow doll lovers, Barbie Nation here, welcome back to my channel. Hello everyone, thanks again for tuning into another video with me today. My name is Arjen, aka Barbie Nation, and what I do is I collect dolls, I play with dolls, I talk about dolls, and every now and then I give them a cute makeover. So if you're into anything cute, sweet, and petite, definitely subscribe to my channel to get some lovely pastel glitters on your feed. Now let's dive into my second Q&A today because it's a celebration for my 5K subscribers. Thank you all so much. So I thought it'd be fun today to dive into some Barbie Looks dolls, and while doing that, answering all of your questions. So let's start the show today. Here we go. So let's just start with some basic info, I guess. My name is Arjen, duh, and I am 30 years old. I love winter and spring. My favorite colors are pastels, but especially seafoam green, mint, or like the baby powder blues and pinks. I can't make up my mind about anything, so that's why I always have like two options as an answer. I like winter or I like spring. No, I love them both and I cannot choose.
I am sorry.
I like long walks on the beach, fried chicken, and no, all jokes aside, but I really do like fried chicken though. Seriously. My favorite movie is Cinderella, of course. Also, well, not only the animated version, but also the live action version that they made. But I'm always a sucker for 90s classics like Death Becomes Her or Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead. Just to name a few, I always loved those 90s movies. I'm happily married for 7 years now with Peter. He is my love and my support in life, and I couldn't imagine my life without him. We've been together for 11 years almost. This year it will be 11 years, and we are married for 7 years. Yeah, so that was just some basic info, and let's just start by some of the questions you asked me on my Instagram, because that's the place where I asked you guys to send in some questions that I could answer for you all. So the first one would be, what is the cute necklace that you wear? So yeah, I have actually a new one that I got from my husband this Christmas, but I think you're referring to this one, and this is actually a little unicorn. It's not a special necklace. I think I got it at Claire's or something, but it's not anything special. I don't even think it's real silver or anything, but it's a tiny little unicorn with a star on it here. And yeah, just to remind myself that, you know,
I'm unique.
Just like unicorns that are, you know, in the magical world, they are the rarest of beings. I'd like to remind myself that we are also all very unique and rare beings, and I don't have to conform to any kind of standard. So that's why it's a very deep meaning behind this simple necklace, I know, but I just like to remind myself. So the next one is, how are you feeling with all your subscribers and a doll award? Well, let me tell you, all these subscribers, and I've been doing this for a year now, and I'm already at well over 5,000 subscribers. I really didn't think it would grow that much, to be honest. I just wanted to create some content that was, you know, lighthearted, cute, fun, easy to watch. I've been making videos about holidays that we took and some other life type of vlogs, you know, not to put on the internet, but just for our own entertainment, just to keep track of what happens in life and to have lovely moving memories. I teach myself how to edit all that, and as the years went by, because I've been doing that for like 7 years now, I guess. Yeah, gradually I got better, and then I thought, you know,
Why not do this for my hobby?
and create content that is enjoyable for all of us. So to answer the question again, how are you feeling with all your subscribers and Adult Award? It is very validating, let me tell you. It is validating that people like my content. It's motivating me to create more, and I am just loving all of the positive feedback that I'm getting from all of you guys. So really, thank you so much for stepping on this ride with me, on this train ride, I wanted to say, but going along for this ride with me. Yeah. So the next one is, did you ever see yourself making YouTube videos 5 years ago?
Hell no.
Never ever would I have imagined that I would be making these videos 5 years ago. I remember already watching them 5 years ago and really enjoying them, but never in a million years 5 years ago I wouldn't even have dreamed about the fact that I would have this whole doll room. And yeah, I think I was just 5 years ago was like 2017. So yeah, I was already collecting. No, could I ever have dreamed of A, this room, or B, even making these videos, let alone be able to make these videos. So no. Is what made you want to film doll videos? Well, to be honest, COVID kicked in. I was watching doll videos, and I have to say I really enjoy every creator for its, you know, its own format or whatever you like to call it. But yeah, I was just missing kind of like a bright, lighthearted, super cute kind of vibe. And
I know I had that in me, so
let's just give it a try. And at first I was really uncomfortable, let me tell you. Probably if you like watch older clips, you can probably tell that I am a bit more insecure and looking for that, you know, comfortable place to talk, or I don't know, I just felt really uncomfortable talking to a screen without, you know, people behind that. So yeah, I like to create, you know, like the magical girls of this world. I like to grab a Dreamtopia doll and with a made to move body and, you know, mix and match that up. That is, yeah, like you could see that girl walking down the streets of Harajuku, Japan. That's what I like. So I don't know, I thought it was just not enough online about that. Everyone is very much into, you know, the realistic types of collecting, and I just wanted to add some cuteness into that. Yeah, is that sometimes I think it doesn't make any sense of what I'm saying, but I hope you guys can follow this. So the next person asked, would you ever do an entire video of you unboxing all of your boxed dolls? What would it take?
no.
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 And again,
No.
what would it take? Absolutely nothing, because to hell would I unbox all of these boxes. No way, Jose. Not for $1 million. No. Well, maybe for a fair amount of money so I can buy them back into in-boxed versions, you know? But yeah, no. I think I know what you're getting at, but the answer is no. So what made me collect dolls? I wasn't feeling well, and I wasn't in a good place mentally, so I really started to reflect, like, what makes me happy and what brings me joy in life. Automatically you're looking back in your life and, you know, you're analyzing the periods that you are most happy. And for me, that was parts of my childhood and where I had lots of my dolls and my own little fantasy world. And I stumbled upon doll collectors online on YouTube, and I thought, why not go out, buy a doll, and see what happens? So I did, That was the end of 2014, I guess. Yeah, and I was collecting in my teen years, but then it stopped. So at the end of 2013, I got out, bought a doll, and well, yeah, this is the end result. So what made me collect dolls? Actually just finding my inner happiness again. That made me go back to collecting dolls. Any surprises about being a YouTuber? You don't realize how you don't realize how much of an impact you can have on someone's life. I mean, I sit here, I record myself, I edit these clips and I put them out there, but it's even though you see, you know, that 5K people watched your video, you don't really fully realize what it can do for people. So what I was really surprised was all of the stories that people shared with me that they found inspiration or support or encouragement to collect dolls, being a boy or, you know, a adult male. Yeah, so that was most surprising. The really a lot of cute and heartwarming stories and connection. Yeah, because you know what people are going through, and you know, we as doll collectors or toy lovers, we understand why we need this in our life to survive the crazy, shitty world out there sometimes, you know? So it is a very clear decision to escape into a certain world. You know what I'm saying? Our collecting may seem unhealthy to others, but for us, it is the way to keep us healthy. So I think it's a really, it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. That's just the conclusion. And the surprise about being a YouTuber is just the connection, the realization that you're not alone in this world, loving this, and yeah, just the fact that you can have so much impact with making cute, funny movies or clips that can allow people to escape into a fun and cute world that we all want to be part of. So yeah. So the Barbie Looks dolls that I still have in box is this girl, and she is with her stunning face. And I also have him, the Twilight boy, and I also have her still from the first wave. So I'm really excited to get her out of the box actually, because I love her super platinum hair. And yeah, I also love her, but I really love my dolls to have long hair. So even though I think it's really cool that they did this short hairstyle, I still wish I could have this face sculpt with long hair. Yeah. So let's just start with, no, let's save the best for last actually. And let's just start with her. So let's first answer some questions and then we'll get to her. So the next question is, what do you do for a living? And while I'm answering that, I'm gonna start opening this lovely gal. And I gotta say, wow, her face really is stunning, don't you think? Oh, let me just get her out because this glare is just bugging me. So what do I do for a living? I work in a clinic for orthopedic surgeons. I'm an assistant of an orthopedic surgeon. I come and get you, and I will talk about your complaints first. So basic info about what you're doing for a living, how did the pain start, where did it start, where's the pain, all those kind of questions. And then I will go through some x-rays or MRI scans with you. And then the doctor comes in, does a physical examination, and then a treatment plan is being made. And so I'm like a medical secretary, I guess, / assistant. So yeah, I don't do anything of the scary work on the operating table. But yeah, so those are very busy and yeah, intense work days. And yeah, so doing that besides this is sometimes a bit of a challenge. So that's why I'm not always able to upload as many videos as I would like. Now let's get this baby out. Wow, she is gorgeous. That face, that makeup. I love how they use like the green on the bottom and the purple on the top side of the eyes. Next question is, what about pastels makes you so happy? Well, I have to say that I don't really have an exact answer for that, but what I just love the whole soft 80s super girly vibe about pastel colors, and it makes me so happy. I just cannot get it into words. It's just the combination of like the mint seafoam green with pink just sparks an immediate feeling of joy and happiness inside my body. Yeah, that's the only way I can explain it. It didn't came from like a specific doll or a specific happening in my life. Pastels made me fall in love. But I just love pastels. And maybe it did start a bit with, you know, the whole cute kawaii cultural phenomenon in Harajuku, Japan. I really was always into Hello Kitty, all the Sanrio things. So when I really started picking up collecting again, those were the themes that I would look for, you know, the really cute, you know, the My Melody doll, Tokidoki Barbie, the pastel princesses of the, you know, the early 2000s. So and that's how my collection started to grow in this whole pastel theme thing. On to the next question. Tell us how it all started. When did your passion for Barbie started? And congratulations for the followers.
Thank you so much.
But how it all started, when I was little, I had my own, you know, I had a lot of cars and a garage, you know, to play with. And my older brother actually wanted a Barbie. So he got a Barbie from my mother, and that was so sweet of her. He just wanted to explore, you know, a Barbie, and she got it for him. But after a while, he was actually kind of done. But then I was like, no, maybe I want it. And from the second I got that Barbie doll, and I can remember it was a very pink, I don't know exactly which doll it was, but it had to be it was a late 80s Barbie doll. Maybe it was my first princess or some pink and pretty Barbie, I guess. And I was
instantly obsessed.
I didn't want anything else but Barbie since then. So I got her out of the box, and here she is. Wow, she is pretty. I really wish she had longer hair, but I gotta say, this is also very badass, this hairstyle. I'm not really a fan of her outfit. I think I like the skirt though, and the shoes are just, yeah, I really don't like these type of ankle boots. I don't think there's anything graceful about them. The next question is, when are you going to reroute your first doll? Let me tell you, when I saw this question pop up,
I cracked.
with laughter, because I actually did try to reroute a doll. I have tried 2 times. It is the most frustrating thing in the world for me, let me tell you, and I really want to be able to do it. But the head is, you know, first time I put too much hair into like one place, so the head cracked. The skull cracked. And the second time, my rerouting tool, it just fell apart, and I just couldn't manage to get a nice workflow into the routing, so I gave up. And I really had some fun talks with the doll boy. I don't know if you follow his channel, but you definitely should, because he has lovely, super fun content, and really his makeovers are amazing. And he does a lot of rerouting, so of course I turned to him for advice. And we had some really fun chats about it, and yeah, I came to the conclusion that the only way that I could manage to learn this is to actually meet up with someone and, you know, start like in a sewing class. I need a rerouting class. It is a painful subject for me. Yeah, so it's a painful subject for me, and you know, if I was able to reroute, you know, I would come up with the most extravagant, super extra pastel hairstyles. Oh my god, that's my dream. I hope you guys stick with me long enough to follow me on my rerouting journey, because I definitely made a New Year's resolution for this year that I really want to start trying to reroute another doll. So I'd like to, you know, call this category like my favorites. So here are all the questions that you asked me, which are my favorites in collecting, etc. Before I answer the first question, I just want to share something. Hold up. I love contrasts. So her being the badass that she is, wearing this super baby doll kind of like slumber party outfit, is just hilarious to me. I just love this. And she's, by the way, on a original type made to move body, and she is the same skin tone as the purple top. So that's her kind of scale of paleness that she has. Which is your favorite Barbie dream world? My favorite Barbie dream world definitely is Fairytopia, because that was the beginning, like the early 2000s, and I am obsessed with those Fairytopia dolls, the mermaids that came in that line. That whole world to me was, it was pure Barbie magical girl delight. And which was your favorite review? Wow, my favorite review. That's a hard one. It wasn't really a favorite review, but definitely my favorite video until this date was the video where I opened the box that Linda sent me, and Linda is just the sweetest sweetheart that is one of my subscribers, and she sent me a box with dolls to give a makeover. She did that twice, actually. This one time she found the Slumber Party dolls, which I've been looking for a normal price, because here in Europe, people that sell dolls are just crazy, and they ask like $100. Yeah, like literally $100 for 90s dolls. So she got me Slumber Party Barbie and Christy in that box with, along with some Mycene girls to give a makeover. Yeah, I just went wild and all over the place out of happiness, and I think to date that really is one of my favorite reviews. Also the one where she sent me 10 90s and early 2000 dolls to give a makeover that were in need of a makeover. Yeah, that was just so fun. So yeah, that was my favorite. So here she is in another outfit. She is just a boss. You know, she is a boss lady. Not a Karen, but a boss lady. Yeah, and she needs some good power heels underneath this outfit, and she's ready to go. She just radiates like strength and powerful, strong woman. Yeah. So the next question is, what is your favorite Asian doll? Well, let me share that with you guys. My favorite Asian doll is the 1990 something Dolls of the World Japanese Barbie. I just love her. Oops. So while we're moving on to other questions, it's time for the next. I am really excited to see what he's all about. He feels heavy though. Yeah, so that's a good sign. So yeah, let's start opening him up. So the next question, what are some of your favorite dolls that you got this year? Well, let me tell you, this was the past year, 2021, was a good doll year for me. Really, I really checked off some dolls of my grill list. I got my Dream Glow Teresa. Let me just go get them. So like I said, I managed to get this Dream Glow Teresa doll, which is super rare, super rare. If you try to find her now online while looking at my video, I bet that you probably won't be able to find any of her. And if you do, she'll probably be listed for like a crazy amount of like $1,000, which is totally unrealistic. So yeah, but I really thought at some point she was a legend and that she didn't even exist at all because she was that hard to find. And I managed to find her. She popped up on eBay on some doll from some lady in Poland, and I just hesitated like no second. She cost me 150 euros. Well worth it. Let me tell you, well worth it. So I'm really excited that I got her last year. And I also managed to get this 1999 Hello Kitty Japanese exclusive doll, which I got for $50. 50. So, crazy. I love this doll, and seriously also have been looking for this doll for such a long time. So cute. Look at her. She's so adorable, so cute. And then I also managed to find this winter sleighing set, which is also super cute and super pastel-y, and it just had to be in my collection. So, and I'm loving that they used this skipper face mold. I love it. And yeah, I mean, really. And then I also managed to find this 90s mermaid queen. I mean, literally in 6 years of collecting, these were all high upon my list, never been able to get them. And then in 1 year, it all happened. So definitely my favorite finds of last year. Okay, so I have him out of the box now, and I think his face sculpt is a new sculpt. Yeah. And one thing about these dolls, the faces aren't pixelated, so that's a really good thing. And the fabrics are, you know, good kind of fabrics. Although the silver fabric, you don't want to be using this too much because this is the kind of fabric that can, you know, wither just with time, or yeah, how much you use it. You know, the silver kind of comes off. That's what this fabric does. So he's out. And all I can say is I just find it so cool that he has this long hair, and he's such a hunk. He's such a hunk. Look at him. Yeah. His joints obviously are a little bit tight. Let's just get his clothes off and put some other clothes on him. And before I do that, let me answer the next question. What is your favorite doll line? One of the hardest questions because it constantly actually switches. Of course, the Slumber Party themes always are a big high upon my favorites list. So Slumber Party Barbie, Dream Glow Barbie of the early 2000s definitely is one of my favorite doll lines. But also, yeah, the Fairytopia dolls, love those. I love the Princess collection of the early 2000s. I also love the movie style girls, you know, from Swan Lake, Rapunzel, those kind of dolls. I don't know if that is to be seen as a line, but yeah. Jewel Hair Mermaid Barbie, that's a fantastic doll line. Hollywood Hair Barbie is a amazing doll line. So this is just the hardest question, and I constantly come up with new doll lines that I'm like, oh, but
I love it.
so yeah, not specific, but it definitely ends up being somewhere in the 90s or early 2000s. Okay, so I got him these jeans now. So yeah, that really makes him like Team Jacob all the way. Teen Wolf.
Meow.
Favorite Barbie era? Well,
Oh, can you guess?
that would definitely have to be somewhere between the end of the 80s, like circa 1988 till 2003. That would be my favorite Barbie era. Definitely. Is this Jacob or what? Look at him. And then with his hair, you know, like flowy, and yeah, I gotta say, he's kind of dreamy. He's a really firm doll. That's what I really love about these Made to Move Kens. And he's just really, he is also really badass. I mean, yeah. And his face, he has something mysterious to his face. That's what I also love about him. And he's just a hunk. Okay, next question. Which is your favorite Barbie extra transformation and why? Well, that has to be Barbie Extra number 4. Yeah, it is number 4. So Barbie Extra number 4, she was like the first true transformation I did on a Barbie Extra doll. And she just turned out amazing. And I was just blown away. She cost me like a whole day, full days of work. So yeah. So she definitely has to be on top of my Barbie Extra makeover list. So the next couple of questions are mostly about my collection or my collecting in general. And I'm going to start off with the first one of these series, which is, which Barbie doll are you most seeking for your doll collection? Well, I definitely have to say the Tarina Tarantino Barbie. She has been on my list also since the beginning of my collecting days, and she is just, oh, that doll is so pretty. So the next question is kind of deep, but thank you so much for asking this question. Which doll of yours would you say you have the deepest connection with? Well, to answer that, it's not actually a super fancy doll or anything, or not even a childhood doll actually, but it's her. And why is because she was actually my first hybrid creation of a modern day made to move body with Barbie Dream Glow from 2002 head. And she really actually kicked off really my whole pastel aesthetic on my Instagram and on my collection actually. She embodies actually my whole Instagram success, as you may call it. Yeah. So Dream Glow Barbie hybrid with a made to move body. That's the doll I have my deepest connection with, because without her, yeah, she's just the starting point of all of my inspiration. Okay, so wish list question, yeah. Are there any dolls / clothes, past or present, that are on your wish list? Well, let me tell you, it constantly just, you know, changes. I discover new doll lines that I just think, oh, these are also so amazing. Recently, I found out about the Foam and Color or Shampoo Magic. I don't know exactly their name. Fantastic. These are 3 kinds of girls in yellow, pink, and blue. And you could play with them in the bathtub or something, and they are just amazing. So I really want those now. And I also still want some fashion packs from the movie girls. I still want that Rapunzel dress with that cape. And there are also other types of cute, you know, I still am searching for Hello Kitty Barbie 2007 and 2008. There's this coat collection, this very big furry coat from the 90s that I would love to have. There are still some birthday girls on my wish list that I still don't have. Some vintage Disney dolls that I still want to get. I still want to get some Jasmine dolls. The list goes on and it never ends. It just
Never ends.
But that's the fun about collecting, right? You know, always finding out about new stuff and new old stuff too. Yeah, well, you get the picture. So what other Japanese exclusive Barbie, Jenny, Lika are on your wish list? Well,
Let me tell you.
there was a Little Twin Star special edition Lika doll that came out, I think last year or the year before that. Pure
Pastel kawaii heaven.
Well, I know I'll have to dig deep into my pockets for her, but I don't care because I would really love to own her. She is just so cute and gorgeous, and yeah. all the things that you would want in your pastel collection. What would your perfect factory produced doll look like? Well, it would have a couple of factors. She would have pink and blue hair, pastel that is. She would have a made to move body. She would have a super cute baby doll kind of pastel outfit. So I think I would put her in a type of, I don't know if you know Lily from Tekken. Yeah, I love how she looks, her outfit. You know, her skirt is just short enough, but not like in a tacky way. And she has all these ruffles and all these cutesy, you know, baby doll Lolita kind of outfits and lacings. So yeah, she would look like her, but then in pastel colors. Gosh, how would I love to create a doll like that. Okay, your darker Barbie slash doll. Well, I don't have that many like darker styled dolls, but I do have Moonlight BB, and I love her goth look. The thing I like about goth looks is the Victorian inspired fashion. So yeah, I really love that whole aspect of goth clothing because it really resembles, you know, kawaii baby doll Lolita clothing, only in black. So yeah, so I really like Moonlight BB actually. But yeah, she is the darkest type of doll that I own in my collection. What's one doll being released in 2022 that you definitely plan to get as soon as it comes out? Well, I did order the Merman for 2022, so I already pre-ordered him, and he will be coming out I think in May, June-ish, around that time. So that is a doll that is certain that is coming my way in 2022. So how do I decide what doll stays in the box and what dolls come out for play? Well, it depends on the collectability of a doll. Sometimes I manage to get 2 of them. So in the case of like the Barbie extra dolls, I usually get 2, one to unbox and one to keep in the box for a collection, for my collection. The thing is with in-box collectors, for me, the box is part of the magic. For instance, the 90s dolls in their, you know, their quintessential 90s pink box. It resembles that magical feeling you had as a kid whenever you saw a pink Barbie box. Whenever you opened a present, or it was a gift, or whatever, or you bought one yourself from your savings, you know, your hard-earned cash that you've been saving in your little money bank. Yeah, so the box really is part of the whole magic in my case. So unboxing a doll, you know, you want to also feel the doll and adjust the doll. That urge is
very real.
Don't get me wrong, but for me it loses just a tiny bit of magic whenever she's out of the box, unless you manage to get 2 of them and you can keep that magic but also can experience the magic outside of the box. Yeah, I really like the magic and the design and the creation of that box. Okay, so this is a really fun question, and thank you for asking this question. If you could choose one Barbie or Barbie line to be reproduced, which one would it be? P.S. You're awesome.
Thank you.
So which doll line I would love to reproduce is, well, actually, either one of the 90s mermaids would be awesome. Yeah, I mean, think of how you could reproduce Fountain Mermaid Barbie. Think of the ways you could reproduce her. You could reproduce her like simple, like they did with Superstar Christie, but you could also make her a little bit more luxe. So in a bigger box with a decorations inside the box. Yeah, I mean,
And endless inspiration.
I would have for those type of girls, for the 90s mermaids. I think what would be really popular if they would reproduce the movie dolls. The one, the Swan Lake, the Nutcracker, you know, Clara, the Sugar Plum Fairy, Annalise and Erica from The Princess and the Pauper. That would strike a doll collecting bomb in the doll collecting community. I would know that for sure. Would you like to make a video about your Rainbow High collection? Well, of course. I mean, I think I've collected about enough by now to actually make a video about my Rainbow High collection. So that is a very good idea actually for 2022. So I think it's safe to say that you can expect a video about my, probably my top 10 Rainbow High dolls in my collection so far. Yeah, definitely. Would you ever collect Monster High dolls? I think you would love Kiyomi.
Okay.
Well, Monster High never really struck my interest. Not that I think it's a bad doll line or whatever, but it just, I don't know, it didn't stick to me. It wasn't around when I was collecting, and exactly the time that I stopped collecting till the time I started again, that was the whole Monster High period. So I literally missed the first release till the last release. So yeah. So that didn't really give me actually an opportunity to connect with the whole Monster High line, but to be honest, I'm also quite relieved because, you know, if I also would be collecting Monster High dolls, I would be
Broke AF.
yeah. So that immediately answers the question, are you planning to collect new Monster High dolls? Well, no, just to, you know, to keep myself from overspending and over collecting. Yeah. So if you're still here, wow, I'm impressed. And here is the final looks girl that I still had to unbox. I have to say her hair is so soft, really. And also she has a very cute face actually. She's just an angel, don't you think? Especially with this outfit. And can we talk about these shoes that they did? Awesome, awesome platform shoes. I love these and I want them in every color possible. Seriously, very cute. She's on a tall made to move body and I'm not sure if I'm really a fan of that because usually those feet are somewhat bigger and some of the clothes really don't just don't fit completely, you know. But yeah, her hair is really soft. It does need a quick fix and a wash and a comb. And her skin is also, well, actually she is paler. She's paler. She has more of a pink tone in her skin than she does. Yeah, so they're not exactly, if I wanted to rebody her, I would use a purple top because that's her closest match. But yeah, it wouldn't be an exact match. Yeah, I cannot wait to give her just another fun, cute look. And I'm really happy about these dolls. They did such a great job with these looks dolls. I mean, the variety that you can do with them because of their made to move bodies, and they just look so, they all look so different. So there's just a favorite for everyone. That's what's so fun about these looks dolls. And they really are aimed at us doll photographers, adult collectors who love to position our dolls in all cute kinds of poses. Okay, everyone, thank you all so much for watching, first of all. Second of all, sending all of these questions in on my Instagram page. It was so fun to answer all of your questions again. I hope you got to learn a little bit more about me, and of course, whenever I reach another milestone, I will do another Q&A, so it definitely won't be the last one. I just want to take this moment to thank you all so much again for your support, for your loving messages, for your pep talks, your gifts that you've been sending me. It is truly, this past year of this YouTube adventure has been really so freaking amazing, and I cannot thank you all enough for the validation that you're giving me to keep me going, to motivate me to make more fun content for you guys, and the heartwarming stories, or just, you know, the touching stories that you're all sending me on how I have been able to help you cope with things or escape from whatever you're dealing with, has been really touching. And I really, from the bottom of my heart, really want to thank you all so much for being so on board with me on this whole YouTube train. It's been amazing, and I really really love you guys all so much. And every time when I upload another video, I get surprised by the fun reactions that you're all giving me, and I cannot wait to see what 2022 has in store for me. And I'm trying not to cry in my video, so I'm ending it here, and thank you all again so much. I love you. Cheers to 2022. So that's it for today, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. If you love this video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click the bell icon next to the subscribe button to get notified by any new videos that I upload. And of course, until my next video, I would love to say, stay safe out there, keep each other cool, love each other a little bit more, and let's make this an awesome year. Mwah. Love you all.